All right, welcome everybody to another Okie Trade study session. Well, let's just dive right into it. Today, I want to start off by talking about the whole market overall. As you can see, we've had this clear uptrend, and it's been holding it really well. And then recently, I guess we've had these Iran situation, war with the drones and oil fiasco, and then obviously Russia and Ukraine. So I think that was kind of the final straw that is going to send SPY down. I don't know how far down, because this trend has been held so long that I would suspect that it could go down a little ways, but I'm not a big market expert by any means. So, I mean, it could just hold and then continue right back up. But typically, from years past, after a good solid run up, in a like large cap driven market, I would say when we get this slight pullback, because I don't think it really probably pulls back too far, maybe to like 480, 481, which was the let's see, yeah, right here. See how it's kind of like this multi-year breakout right here, at 480. So I think it could potentially pull back to 480, and that's cool. You know why? Because like I said, it's been a large cap driven market, but we've made our money here and there off the small caps. But the large cap money now, because it's overextended and it's pulling back, it should flow based off of years past. That large cap money should flow into small caps. And I'm suspecting that wedges are about to go crazy because, as if you've been watching the study sessions, you've seen basically every single day there's at least a couple, and we know that's the theme. However, it hasn't gone like super crazy yet, but I suspect now that the volume's about to really pour into it, we're going to see some really, really good runners, and they're going to be almost perfect examples every time. You won't have to worry too much about volume wash sooner or later because every single one will have perfect volume wash, and you're like, well, I don't need to draw it. They're happening so fast. I just need to buy it. We're not there yet, so stick to your volume wash, learn it, because in slower markets, that saves your butt, and it helps you to avoid the losers. So today, oh, whoops, I want to look at these are Israel plays, I believe. Yeah, Israel. So they're both based in Israel, and with the Israel-Iran conflicts right now, this is security and protection services, and then this is like making sure like hacking and stuff like that, I guess, infrastructure. But the real reason I'm looking at it is, as you can see, SPCB had a big run, and it also Hubsy had a big run before. Hubsy a little bit better. Um, and then to further nail it down, look at this multi-day breakout right here. I'll zoom in. As you can see, we have, this big run up, pulls back, holds, and then we break over the highs. And so the multi-day breakout was like 34, 34.5, and made a great move. So as I saw that, we've had other ones like, I'll show you here, T-Pets. Notice its breakout right here and right here. Then we also had, and TPET is oil and gas, which is related to the whole Israel conflict again. And then notice these breakout right here, Indo and HUSA, same thing, oil and gas, and it's related to that situation. Multi-day breakout. Now, back to SPCB, it was one of the only ones that hadn't broke out today, and it was the first one to do it today. Um, the other stocks that broke out the other day, like last Friday, but this was the only one that hadn't, and Hub C hadn't yet. And this one broke out early today, which clued me into, okay, let's consider SPCB as the leader. And then once we figure out SPCB as the leader, how did it make its move? And then once we understand how it's made its move, we need to find that similar type of move on Hub C and then let SPCB, the way it spikes, guide you into how you plan to sell it. Hope that made sense. There's a lot of words there. And as you can see, Hub C, if we zoom in, a little multi-day breakout just like SPCB, right? Tell me I'm crazy, right? SPCB, doesn't that it look exactly the same? Different price range, but very similar chart, right? So today, let's look at SPCB, right? So at 10:07 a.m., I noticed that it's got this wedge, which I don't buy it. I want it. I'm waiting for something to be the leader, and then I'm gonna take Hub C could have been the leader, and then I would have took SPCB, but this one was the leader. So 10:07, it started to spike, another little mini wedge here, and then it just took off. A big spike here, holds, takes off. So 10:07, right? So at 10:07, I'm looking at it right here, and I'm thinking, okay, what am I seeing? And I'm noticing that it's pulling, but then it starts to get tight, and then I draw this line, and then I take my starter right here, based off of SPCB, wedge, wedge, takes off. So we get a wedge, and then this one takes forever, but we get another wedge, and I add. I'm not scared. I'm just doing my thing, doing what I'm supposed to do, and we get another wedge. And I was a little nervous, but I took a step back and said, we might get less of a spike, but more entries. And then that's exactly what happened because we got more entries, more opportunities, which makes our gain bigger. We got less of a spike versus less opportunities of entries, but way bigger spike. But it led us to it, right? Wedges under VWAP led us to the high day break. Wedges under VWAP led us to the high day break. This did, after it broke high day, dipped and then broke high day again and ran. So I thought after I sold it up here after this great gain, when it dipped under this high day right here and started to curl back up, I got long here expecting it to break high day again, but it failed. So then I just logged off and, lived my day. Had a great day today. But I also wanted to look at, we had this 800,000 share volume or 800,000 share float stock with insane volume. And this line right here is like the multi-day breakout level. Like I'll show you right here. Oops. So it was Cavill, huh? As you can see, it had this move up and then it's kind of based under that. And then today it just gaps up over that level, I guess off of some news I didn't see. But randomly on the chart, you'll see it. See, look, no chart, and then all of a sudden, I guess news comes in. I don't know, but then halts up and gaps up. This blue line is this level right here, 382 breakout level over this high, 388, something like that. But the main thing is, okay, you see it, and you're like, oh man, I missed it. No, now that it's a multi-day breakout, what's the rule? We can buy a wedge even without the proper volume wash. So what's the first one do we see? Clean. Doesn't get any cleaner than that. Even kind of has a volume wash too, right? That breaks at the same entry. It's not perfect, but it's darn near. So I would have definitely took that entry at something like 590, risking 560. So 20 cents. And you get $1.50. So nearly 7-to-1 risk reward. But then, so this is the first push, hold, second push. But even more beautiful than that, check this out, right? The high spike correlates with that high volume spike. Then this high spike correlates with that high volume spike. So what do? We can draw our lines. and it doesn't get any more beautiful than that. An entry somewhere around 740, risking something like 715, and you get to move up to 950. Another $2 per share move. So if you got in right here at 6 and you sold at 950, that's $3.50 move off of perfect clean action. I mean, that is beautiful. So I'm not gonna really rush into anything tomorrow, but I'm gonna be waiting. I'm gonna be looking around. I might stick around a little bit later because this did happen around what time? 10:30. So we'll keep an eye around 10:30. I did want to mention this one. I lost on this one. And look, I'm forcing it right here. Look, because I have to cut through this red candle to draw my lines. So I just wanted this perfect volume wash, but I had to cut through that candle because otherwise I had to draw it like this, right? Draw it like that. And then that's not good. So when I cut through the lines, and I bought it right here, get this huge spike up, but it flushed back down before I could even think about selling it. Took a loss. So I think that was a bad trade, not in hindsight. For one, it's a big spike off the low. Two, had to cut through this red candle to draw the lines. Never cut through candles. It needs to line up perfectly. So just wanted to point that one out. But yeah, this run right here has me really excited about the wedges for tomorrow. And I hope you enjoyed the sympathy breakdown because this was one of my best trades in a long time, especially based off the thesis. And if you don't understand exactly what I'm saying, just watch it a few times. And again, if you have any questions, just hit me up in SmallCapRockets chat room and I'll be sure to help you out if I can. All right. Thank you, everybody. Take it easy.